Namaste, yogis. My name is Matt, and welcome on my channel. So today my wife and I will guide you through a beautiful Yin Yoga sequence focusing mainly on the hips, and we're going to get into a few spinal twists. Obviously she's pregnant, so she's not going to do those, so just follow me and she's going to do what she can and follow us throughout the sequence. So for today's practice, you're going to need a bolster and 2 blocks. And we're going to start right away just by getting into the butterfly pose. So taking the seated position, you're going to bring the sole of your feet together. And then just figure out how close you want your heels to be to the inside of your groin. The closer, the harder. So depending on your flexibility level, just find what works. And then from here, with our palms up, we're just going to slide them forward, allowing our spine to curve. And then find your edge. So from here, just take some deep breath through the nose, calming your mind, and just setting up your own intention for today's class. And we're going to slowly walk our hands back up. And from here you can just roll your shoulders a bit. Forward. And then backwards. Loosening up your neck. And then we're going to bring our legs to the back and going onto our knees. We're just going to go on the ball of our feet and we're going to push up through our arms and go into downward facing dog, stretching up our spine. You can keep a slight bend in your knees. Just wiggle your legs from left to right, finding that nice stretch. Opening up our vertebrae, allowing energy to move freely throughout our body. And then from here, we're going to extend our left leg up and we're going to swing it forward beside our left wrist. Bringing our right knee down, extending that right leg. And then you can grab the blocks on each side to go into dragon pose. Opening up your hips. So this is version 1, and this is where Jody's gonna stop today in this position. But for those of you who want to bring that into a spinal twist, so we're gonna take our left foot and we're gonna just wiggle it towards the left side of our mat in a 45-degree angle. And then using our left arm, we're just gonna push on our left knee, rolling onto our heel, opening up our hip, and settling into this for a little bit before we go into a spinal twist on that left side. And then from here, I'm going to invite you to go on your right elbow, twist your body to the left, keep pushing with your left hand on your left knee, opening up your groin area and hip, keeping your torso facing towards the door. And I'm going to slowly come back in the middle, and taking that left leg, we're going to put it in a 90-degree angle facing the front of our mat. And then we're going to bring our right leg to a 90-degree angle as well. And then this is where Jody's just going to lean back onto that right hip. So you kind of want to rotate it and open it up. And you should feel a nice stretch in your right hip. So this is one option that you guys can do. And then to keep up with our spinal twist today, the one I'm gonna invite you to do is from here, you're just gonna turn your upper body towards the left side of your mat. And then you're going to lower yourself down onto your elbows. And you should feel a deep stretch in your spine. gonna slowly make our way back up. So going back onto our knees again. We're just gonna tuck our toes, push up, go into downward facing dog, stretching our spine. And then lifting our right leg, we're going to swing it all the way to the front of our mat, beside our right wrist, extending that left leg straight to the back. And then with your blocks again, you can do like Jody. That's position number 1. Or you can follow me into rotating that right foot 45 degree and then rolling on your heel, opening up that hip, and then pressing on your right knee with your right hand like this. And we're just gonna allow our body to settle into this at first. And then I'm gonna invite you to go on your left elbow, twisting your body, opening up your chest, and then pushing down on that right knee. And then you can close your eyes and just take some deep breath here. And we're gonna slowly come back out of it. And then from here, we're gonna bring our right knee down and keeping that right shin at 45-degree angle towards the front of our mat. We're gonna be placing our left leg in a 90-degree angle, following the outside edge of our mat. And then from here, you can work on your hips like Jody is doing. You're just gonna start leaning backwards, and you wanna kind of rotate that left hip around and down. So you're using your body to put that stress on the ball joint or socket in your left hip. So that's for those of you who wants to work on your hips. And if you want to work on your spine, then placing your left hand just near your right knee, you're just gonna turn your upper body, and then I'm gonna invite you to lower yourself down onto your elbows into that deep spinal stretch. going to slowly make our way back to the middle. And going back onto our knees, we're just going to lower ourselves down to our bellies and then bringing our arms out a bit and in front of us. We're going to push up, going into sill pose. So this is a nice stretch for your spine. That feels really good. Slowly lower back down and then pressing up, we're going to go onto our knees. And I'm going to invite you to grab the bolster and place it in front of you. Now we're going to be touching our big toes behind our butt, spreading our knees wide. This is one that we do often enough. We're going to get into wide knee child's pose. So sitting down on your heels, you're going to place the bolster in front and you're just going to start walking your hands, lowering yourself down onto that bolster. And then you can twist your head to your left side, just allowing your body to melt onto the floor. Just letting go of any muscle tension or minor contractions in your body that you're doing, either voluntarily or involuntarily. Just taking some deep breath, enjoying this moment of rest on the bolster. And if you want, you can turn your neck to the other side, lying down on your left ear this time. Slowly walk our hands back up, and then we're going to place the bolster aside, and going onto our knees, we're going to go into the shoelace position. So I have a great way to set this up. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that right leg, we're going to bring that knee to our right wrist, and then just bring it back in front of our left knee. So once we're here in this position, we're just going to push ourselves down and go to the seated position. So basically what you want to try to do to the best of your abilities is to have that right knee above the left knee, and then both shins towards the outside of your mat. And it's kind of hard if you're not flexible, so just do your best. And then we're just going to walk our fingertips forward and just find our edge and allow our spine to be round. So for me, I find that's the best way to set this one up. It's really all helpful until you get the desired flexibility to do it directly from the seated position. And then we're gonna uncross our legs and we're gonna bring them straight in front of us. So taking the seated position, we're just gonna walk our fingertips forward and go into a forward fold. If you want, you can be helped by the blocks to support your forehead. So if you lend me the blocks, Jody, just throw me 2 blocks. They're a little far by now. There you go. So what you can do with the blocks is you place one in between your thighs on its highest setting, and then you can place the other one on top. So this allows you to support your forehead and to really let your body melt into the ground. It really opens up your spine too. So it's a great way to relax into this position using your props. And we can slowly come back up. And now we're gonna go into our knees again. And then this time we're gonna do shoelace with our left knee on top of the right one. So we're gonna bring that left leg forward, and then we're gonna bring it back in front of that right knee. Then we're gonna open our shins to both sides and then lower ourselves down to the seated position. So don't worry if it's not perfect. The idea is to force yourself into it, and eventually you'll get better at it. So then walk your fingertips a bit and allow yourself to lower your upper body forward. And you might feel all sort of stretches in various different areas. And this is what's very good about the shoelace position. It goes and hits all sort of tight spots that you might have forgot about throughout various yin practices. And we're going to slowly come out of this. You can uncross your legs. And from here, it might feel good to just wiggle your hips left to right. Getting that release in your low back. Alright, and for our last position, this might need a bit of a setup, but we've done it before. So I'm just gonna turn towards you guys so you can see. So we're gonna place one block on its highest setting, the other one on the medium setting, and we're going to create a ramp. Actually, it might help to have it on the lowest setting, the lower block. So once you have that little ramp we created, we're just gonna go in front of the bolster, and then we're gonna sit on our knees, and we want our bums to land right in front of the bolster, so not on it, but right at the base of it. And then from here, we're gonna lower ourselves down onto the bolster. So you should feel a deep stretch in the front of your thighs. So if you can rest your head on the bolster, that will help. I think I lost my block there. I'll just have to reset up. All right. So you want to rest your head like I'm doing on the bolster. Allows your shoulders to open up, your arms to be loose and heavy by your sides. And then you just allow the front of your thighs to open up. guys will find that as you're holding this position, you become more and more comfortable into it, and it starts to feel better and better. So we're going to slowly come back up. So you want to, for this one, brace your abs and then bring your palms down and push yourself up very slowly. And then putting your hands in the middle, coming up very gently out of this position. So we're going to get into Savasana for our final resting position. So I'm gonna go onto my back and just place the bolster underneath my knees for support. And I'm gonna invite Jody to go onto her sides. So you're gonna be resting on your sides. You can place the bolster in between your legs. And you can use a block for support for your head. So I'm going to invite you to follow me onto the mat, guys, and just take up some space and allow your body to be completely still, focusing only on your breathing and nothing else. So I'm gonna invite you guys to roll on your side and come back to the seated position very slowly. So I want to thank you for joining us on the mat today. If you can subscribe, share with your friends, or donate to my channel, it's very much appreciated. It keeps yoga on YouTube free and it supports us teachers. So thanks a lot, guys. We're going to bring our palms to our heart. Closing our eyes, we're going to take a few deep breaths. And I hope you feel as fantastic, relax, and loosen up as I feel right now. So thanks again, guys, and until next time, Namaste. Bye.